Hey guys, Frank Minetti from Advisors Mortgage Group Freehold, branch manager here. I want to talk to you about a comment I get very often in this marketplace, especially lately with still the lack of inventory we're seeing out there and with interest rates kind of rising. A lot of my clients say this to me: I'll just rent. Do you really want to just rent? And I want to look at some things today that might change your mind as to wanting to rent even in a market where there's low inventory and interest rates are higher. It can be really worthwhile for you to take the time, put in the work, and find that right home to purchase for you. I don't know in the area you're specifically in, and this could be different a little bit from state to state, county to county, wherever you are, but I'm seeing rents drastically increase over what they were not too long ago. I'm looking at, and I kind of looked at the multiple listing system in our area, Monmouth and Ocean County here in New Jersey, and 3-bedroom homes are renting for anywhere from $2,600 to $3,000 a month, depending on the size of the home and what they have. Think about that. Renting a property for $3,000 a month. No benefits for taxes because you're paying rent, right? No benefits in appreciation because you don't own the property. Quite honestly, what you're doing is providing your landlord with tax benefits and appreciation. So what does that equate to? We're looking somewhere around that range of, let's say, $2,600 to $3,000 a month in rent, given what property taxes might be, and let's say they're $9,600 a year. I live in probably the highest property tax state in the country. You may not. So this might change a little bit for you and actually change for the better. Let's say you're paying somewhere around there, and I'm using some roundabout numbers here, and I can give you more specific if you click the link in my bio, and we'll talk about buy versus rent, right? What you should be doing or what you can be doing. But if we look at those numbers, let's assume property tax is about $9,600 a year, okay? And let's assume homeowners insurance about $1,200 a year, built into what would typically be your monthly mortgage payment. What would that mean? That payment that you're making for rent could actually equate to a $370,000 mortgage. Think about that. You could buy a home for $370,000 for the same price point that you're renting at, and now doing what? Having tax benefits of home ownership as well as property appreciation, right? So you want to really crunch the numbers before you give up. Look, I know it can get discouraging out there. Not as much inventory as we'd like to see. We are starting to see it creep up a little bit. Average homes listed, or average time on the market, I should say, of listed homes is increasing a little bit, but there's still not enough out there. There's still more buyers than there are listings. But put in the work, take the effort, deal with the ups and downs of the market, because at the end of the day, it's satisfying, rewarding, and wealth building to own your own home. And you might say to me, well, we don't have any money set aside to do that. I don't have, down payment money and closing costs. Well, that's okay. If you need to rent, of course, you need to live somewhere. Hit the link in my bio and we'll talk about what the next step should be to get you on a road to home ownership. And also, you might say, well, we have some money saved, but I want a little bit more house than a $370,000 mortgage is going to provide. So we're just saving a little bit more. We want to feel more comfortable. We want to pay down some debt. All okay to do. But here's what I tell my clients when they're thinking about purchasing a home down the road: practice your mortgage payment. Practice your mortgage payment. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you're renting for $2,800 a month, but the price point you eventually want to be in is going to be $3,500 or $4,000 a month for your mortgage payment. So take $2,800, pay your rent, take another $1,200 as if you were making your mortgage payment, and put it in the bank. But do it every month. Pay $4,000, right? Act like you have a $4,000 mortgage payment. Start to practice your mortgage payment while you're still renting so that you get familiar with what that's going to cost you. But the good news is you'll put yourself on a road to home ownership. We could do that for you. Click the link in my bio, and we want to walk you through the next steps from renting to home ownership. This is Frank Minetti, Advisors Mortgage Group, branch manager, Freehold. We want to talk to you right now to get you from renting to home ownership.